Namaste and welcome to Wisdom at Sunrise. Today we're talking about elemental, an element. In this context, specifically the definition of it being something being simple or basic or at its core. And in this ever growing complex world, I think we kind of forget about it. I actually always think, when you think about something as complex as, say, a television, who would you think would be the most intuitive, intelligent individual? The person who every year is being able to increase the quality of a television, or the person who created the television to begin with? And to me, that's what we're talking about, is going back to the basics, because just because we can be more complex doesn't necessarily mean A, that it's needed, or B, that it's better. Now, granted, if we go back to the television example, better TVs are obviously better than the old black and white situation. But in some situations, it's not always better. And when we talk about going back to basics, it's because you can't expect to ever be good at complex things if you don't know the basics in the first place. So, for example, if we talk about the physical body, if I tell you to squat down, your body is going to have a natural movement. Now, depending on your history, that natural movement isn't always going to be right. A kid, watch a child do a squat when you tell them to do a squat, and 99% of the time it's a perfect squat because it's intuitive. They don't have a whole lot of injury history, they don't have tight muscles, anything like that. So it's just intuitive and it's natural for it to be a good squat. But when you talk about adults, if you don't have the education or the basic fundamentals to know how to do a squat, and you have all these injuries and things like that, you're never going to do it right. So again, we're going back to everything and being able to understand the basics. So think about our color system. There's 3 primary colors, yet there's more hues than you would ever be able to see with your eyes. There are only a handful of music notes, yet look at how many rhythms and bass and different genres of music that there are. There's only so many ways that we can taste, whether it be sweet, salty, savory, spicy, things like that. Yet we have cuisines from multiple countries that all taste completely different. So that's because those basic elemental properties are always going to show through. And when it comes to how we should live our lives and how we should have a philosophy for our life and our values and things like that, and the way we should treat people, it should always go back to basics. Treat people well, do your best, and live happy. And don't try to control other people. Seems pretty simple, yet so complicated. That's all I got today. If you have a comment, leave it, and follow us for more.